Hey everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Core Studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got an exciting one for you. I'm talking about some severely underrated commanders that can absolutely dominate. And of course, as a reminder, there's a handy-dandy link to all the cards on this episode in case you're interested in any of them. And now, let's jump into them. First up, let's start off with one of my personal favorites, Kardur, doomscourge. Such a fun commander, such an exciting one, and one that is literally, well, underrated because of one specific thing. It is uncommon. Because it is uncommon, players go like, oh, I don't know if I should take that seriously. My commander is a mythic rare. Whoa! Yeah, there's nothing uncommon about this effect. A 4/3 Demon Berserker for 4 mana in Rakdos enters until your next turn. Creatures opponents control attack each combat if able, attack a player other than you if able. Whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This is an amazing, ultra cool, well, very powerful effect. On ETB, you go, hey, you know what's happening? All of your creatures are basically goated, including ones that haven't even come into play yet. If you play a hasty creature you're about to attack, by the way, it's not coming at me. Being able to essentially force all your opponents into being aggressive when they don't want to be, and also swing at each other, and on repeat as well. Yeah, you might be thinking, well, okay, I'm not in blue, I'm not in white, I don't have blink effects. Sure, but you've got Feign Death type effects with when this creature dies comes back into play, and you've got ways to sacrifice it like Village Rites or free sacrifice helps like Viserys here. Yeah, you got plenty of ways to just redo this again and again and again, sending your opponent's creatures at each other again and again and again, decimating their armies, decimating their life totals, and you're just sitting back, and all of a sudden, again, any attacking creature dies, you get to drain players as well, taking advantage of life loss and life gain triggers. Yeah, this is a very powerful commander that, again, if it was literally a rare or mythic rare, players would take it more seriously, but they don't, and they should. It is such a solid commander, and I didn't even mention, too, like, you know, like the temporary clone effects in red as well that you get access to, like a heat shimmer type effect, too, that help with this as well. Yeah, it's amazing. Check it out, pick it up, build around it. Moving on, Goreclaw, Terror of Kal, Sisma, a 4/3 bear for 4 mana in green. Creature spells you cast a power 4 or greater, costs 2 less to cast whenever Goreclaw attacks each creature you control of the turn. Power 4 or greater, well, it's going to get, well, +1 and trample till end of turn. Here's the thing about this one. This one helps you out massively, but because, again, it is an uncommon commander, it is also a bear that well, isn't kind of a bear as well. So players at first were like, why is there a bear commander that's not a bear? Yeah, Goreclaw was the first one, but still, like, it wasn't actually, you know, a 2/2 or whatnot. But they fixed that, but still, players don't necessarily take this seriously at all when they should. Because Goreclaw is an amazing commander. Again, cost reduction is the name of the game. Now, it is specific cost reduction, but it's a ton of cost reduction. 2 less to cast is a massive amount. Meaning that literally on your next turn, if you just play, say, a land, you know, your land drop, you are going to be able to play any creature that costs 7, essentially, that has power 4 or greater. So you are going to be able to just drop something down super early that you wouldn't be able to get down. Obviously, you could also just drop things down super early that maybe have, I don't know, a cost of 4 or even less, and drop multiple things down very quickly. You got a lot of options. There's a lot of amazing creatures out there that have power 4 or greater that you are saving so much mana on by getting this into play, and you can absolutely dominate your opponents with a really aggressive strategy around this one. There's so many good, way overpowered creatures that fit into this bucket, and players just go like, oh, well, I don't know, like, it's uncommon. Can it really be all that good? Yeah, it can be. It can be absolutely incredible. Cost reduction, most powerful things out there. And of course, again, granting trample off of your commander means that, hey, I can take advantage of some massive creatures that don't have any kind of evasion or way to get damage through and say, you know what we're doing? Well, we're going to be hitting incredibly hard and just decimating our opponents. So yeah, take Goreclaw seriously and dominate your playgroup. Moving on, Thalisse, Reverent, Medium, a 3/4 human cleric for 5 mana, and Orzhov, yet again, an uncommon commander with anything but an uncommon effect. Beginning of each end step, create X11 white sphere controlling with flying Rex, the number of tokens you created this turn. Again, not just your end step, each and every single end step. And it doesn't specify what kinds of tokens. Again, literally, number of tokens you created this turn. They could be food tokens, they could be treasure tokens, they could be servos, they could be thopters, they could be any kind of a token. It does not matter. What we are doing is, well, basically doubling up on our tokens in a turn, and with evasive tokens as well. Yeah, you can do some absolutely disgusting and broken things with this one. Again, an aristocrat-style dream of getting all these creature tokens into play. Of course, if you get any kind of token doublers as well, that's absolutely absurd too, or token tripler. Yeah, you can do some absolutely crazy bonkers things. Take over the game, especially because you're in white and you're able to take advantage of some anthems that are like, oh yeah, my creatures get, I don't know, +2/+2, or like also like lifelink, indestructible, all these other things. Whatever it's going to be, being able to essentially go, yeah, I'm able to just get my evasive army out very, very quickly. A lot of them. Continue to replenish them if I'm going aristocrat style, essentially, or just dominate you by just swinging through with a massive anthem army. You can do a lot of cool things with Thalisse. Next up, one that sees a ton of play, but not necessarily as a commander. In the 99, Sir Konrad the Grim sees a lot of play. A 5/4 human knight for 5 mana in black. Whenever a creature dies, or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Konrad deals 1 damage to each opponent. By paying 2 mana, each player mills a card. Yeah, this hurts opponents a ton. When creatures go here, there, or anywhere, it doesn't really matter. Essentially, basically, as long as they hit the graveyard, touch the graveyard, think about the graveyard. Yeah, they're going to be punishing your opponents. Or should I say, Sir Konrad the Grim will be doing so for them. So, yeah, you can go, hey, mill. You can go, yeah, I mean, I guess direct tutoring, essentially, you could as well. You could go, oh, essentially, creatures leaving the graveyard by reanimation, leaving the graveyard by recursion, leaving the graveyard by getting exiled from the graveyard. Whatever it is, you are dishing out damage. And again, it's 1 damage per opponent. That is 3 damage, essentially, assuming you got each opponent. It's like a lightning bolt worth of damage every single time any of those things happen. And they happen a ton. Of course, you can just play into this. You know, it says, hey, each player mills a card. You can pay 2 mana on the card itself to do that. There's more efficient ways to do it. That being said, yeah, you can decimate opponents in absolutely no time. There are, of course, ways to increase damage, to double up on damage, essentially, double up on life loss, I should say, in mono black. But being able to do that, being able to take advantage of lifelink, giving this lifelink gives you so much life throughout the game. And, of course, you can take advantage of things like Sanguine Bond. And you got so many avenues to victory with this kind of a commander. It's absolutely absurd. And, again, players just think about, like, oh, yeah, it's like a blood artist kind of thing, like in the 99. Great, sure, yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, it's amazing as a commander as well. You can do some absolutely disgusting and broken things with it, and you should be taking it seriously. Just because it's uncommon does not mean it is not good. My goodness, it is so dominant. Next up, one that is near and dear to my heart. My very first commander I ever built, actually. Rishkar, peema, renegade. And Rishkar, I mean, it's been quite a while since I built it. I'm pretty sure Rishkar, when I first built it, was actually rare, and now it is uncommon. And that is actually a trope that happens with these kinds of unrated commanders, where players at first take them seriously when they're rare, and then literally they get demoted, and all of a sudden you see their numbers just tank, and it's like, what happened? Just because they change the rarity of the card does not mean that they change anything else on the card and what it does and what its potential is. A 2/2 elf druid for 3 mana in green enters the battlefield, put a counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Each creature control they counter on it has tap add green. This is an amazing effect. This is an effect that is absolutely absurd, and it is one that, well, you can get an insane amount of mana very, very quickly with a commander deck built around this. Literally just going like, hey, everything that I have as a mana dork is absolutely a powerful thing. You flood the board with, creatures. You can go low the ground creatures. You can go creature tokens. You can do whatever you want to do. As long as you get ways to get counters on them, which you will have ways to get counters on them, all of a sudden you start tapping for an insane amount of mana to get even more things out, which can then tap for even more mana. You see where this is going. Yeah, again, a deck that is near and dear to my heart. My very first commander deck I ever built. I absolutely loved it. It does take a while to get all the counters on things, though, I will say that. That being said, being able to absolutely dominate with so many creatures in play, so much mana that you've got access to, basically, again, having, like, essentially, like, hey, oh, yeah, by the way, everything in my deck is a mana dork type card. It is so much fun. Have fun with it, dominate the table, and utilize this amazing commander. Moving on, Mahadi Emporium Master, a 3/3 cat devil for 3 mana in Rakdos. Again, an uncommon commander without an uncommon effect. Very short amount of text on it, though, except for a reminder. Beginning of your end step, create treasure token for each creature that died this turn. Yeah, that's incredibly powerful. Here's the thing. People, like, overlook this, and I don't know why. I do not know why at all. Again, there are limitations on this card. Sure, again, it is your end step and just your end step, not your opponent's end steps. Okay, that's the limitation. Other than that, no other limitations. Those treasures, number one, don't come into play tapped. Number two, again, it says each creature that died this turn. It does not specify non-token. It doesn't specify your creatures. It can be any creatures that die. And all of a sudden this goes, oh yeah, here's all the tokens in the world. Take all the treasures in the world. If you play any kind of edict effects, if you play any kind of one-sided board wipes, all of a sudden you're like, yeah, all your creatures are gone. And yeah, you know what? How many creatures has died? 20? Okay, with my 3 mana commander that is uncommon, I will make 20 treasure tokens that come into play untapped. Okay, yeah, you can go. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens during your turns and on my next turn. Yeah, you can absolutely dominate with this amazing commander. Again, it is uncommon. It's not an uncommon effect at all, and players underrate it all the time. Dominate with this one. Next up, Tannuk Memorial Ensign, a 2/4 Kabu pilot for 3 mana in Gruul. Whenever a land you control enters, Tannuk deals 1 damage to each opponent. If the second time the ability resolved this turn, draw a card. Yeah, this is a very, very solid commander. A very, very good commander. Some might say actually even a very, very incredible commander. It is one that, again, is low to the ground, is a cute little Kabu pilot, but again, it is uncommon, so players are like, well, how good can it really be? Very good. This is a commander that has so much incredible potential. First of all, again, it triggers on any turn, not just your own. And of course, you've got ways to ramp at instant speed. You've got ways to, sacrifice Evolving Wilds, whatever it's going to be. Sure. Okay, so you can go, on my opponent's turn, yeah, you know what? I'd really like to draw a card, so I will play an arrow? Cool, all right, cool, yeah. Okay, I'll get to draw a card. Yeah, again, your ramp, which you already want to do in Commander, is helping you with this. Your fetch lands are already helping you as well. You are able to ping your opponents down so much and so often that they are going to be well decimated in absolutely no time. You get to refill your hand as well when you're doing so. And you also can take advantage of what's really good in this Kelly combination. You can take advantage of damage doublers, damage triplers, obviously. I mean, every single time you play a land, you lightning bolt someone. Ouch. I mean, someone, all your opponents. Again, keep in mind this is for all opponents, meaning that, again, if you've got a damage doubler in play, that's 6 damage in total. If you got damage triple in play, it's 9 damage in total just for playing a land. You play an Evolving Wilds, that's 18 damage in total. Absolutely insane, I should say, playing Kraken Evolving Wilds. That being said, yeah, there's also cards like Keen Sense type cards that are like, hey, yeah, by the way, you hit an opponent at all with this commander and you draw a card. So yeah, you play a single land. Again, let's say an Evolving Wilds. You ping each opponent. That's 3 cards drawn. You sacrifice that Evolving Wilds. You go get another land, and that comes into play. That's the second time it resolved. You draw a card from this. You also draw 3 more cards from the Keen Sense. And all of a sudden, you just drew a brand new hand for having a 1 mana enchantment on this. Yeah, the potential of this is absolutely absurd. Pick it up, build around it. Next up, Kutzil, Malamet, Exemplar, a 3/3 cat warrior for 3 mana in Selesnya that sees a lot of play and a lot of decks, but really it should be also seeing a ton of play as a commander. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Stop right there. Literally, you can even just stop right there and say, that is amazing. That is so much potential. That is a lockdown commander that says, yeah, if I really want to just build a combo deck around this, I can, because my opponents can't really stop me on their turn unless they literally have a creature or an enchantment or something in play that has an ability that can stop me, which is going to be rare. Yeah, I just go, okay, here's my combo. Blue Mage over there, I'm so sorry. I see you crying right now because you have like 3 counter spells in your hand, but you can't do anything about it. Yeah, game over. So again, if your play group's okay with combos, have fun with this one. My gosh, because it literally says opponents cannot stop you, basically. Also, though, hey, whenever one more creatures you control with each power greater than its base power deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Yeah, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing because all you literally need is anything that just, slightly adjusts the power of your creatures. If you've got basically an Anthem in play, congratulations. You did it. Literally, there's like 2-mana anthems these days. You're like, okay, yeah, I play a 2-mana anthem, and now all my creatures literally draw me cards when they hit. Okay, I have Coastal Piracy in play just for having that. Or again, I've got a way to get every single creature, a counter on them. Okay, cool. Yeah, again, adjust the base power. Awesome. Cool. All right, now all of a sudden I get insane on a card draw. This is a commander that literally, again, protects you on your turn from your opponents interfering at all. And then also says, oh, by the way, let's just draw an insane amount of cards. Yeah, again, this should be a mythic level commander. For some reason, it is uncommon. And take advantage of opponents underrating it and being like, let me check this out. Whoa, yeah, well, I guess, yeah, this little uncommon commander from Ixalan, whatever. It's amazing. Check it out, pick it up, build around it. Moving on, Fynn the Fangbearer, severely underrated all the time when, you should take note when you sit down and you see a player, like roll their eyes when they see this one, or like, oh, huh, you're playing that? Oh, okay, yeah, well, I'm playing this, whoa, mythic level commander. Yeah, even if it's not the right decision, go after them first, just to teach them a lesson, okay? 1/3 Human Warrior for 2 mana in green, Death Touch. Whenever creature you control Death Touch deals combat to player, the player gets 2 poison counters. Yeah, I mean, basically all your things like have infect. In some ways even better than that, though. Being able to just go, oh yeah, I hit you 5 times and I win. That's all you need to do. Hit them 5 times with your creatures in total and you win. I mean, that player loses, I guess, more so, but you're gonna win. Being able to just go, oh yeah, turn 1, play my little Death Touch creature. Okay. Turn 2, play my commander, swing at opponent. All right, they have basically just lost 1/5 of their life because I hit them with a 2 poison counter hit on turn 2. Maybe they've only had 1 turn so far. Maybe I went first. Oh, and the next turn, okay, yeah, play a couple more Death Touch creatures, swing with these 2, and all of a sudden on turn 3, that player has 6 poison counters. Yeah, they're gone. They are basically gone. Of course, I also have proliferate style effects as well. So essentially, even if I just get 2 poison counters on an opponent, they are marked to get taken out. This is an insane commander, an amazing commander. Again, one that players might be thinking like, oh, it's limited, right? Like, it's got to be Death Touch creatures. It's got to be in green. And what can you really do? But we have proliferation these days. We get more and more Death Touch creatures these days. It's absolutely amazing. Take it seriously or get taken out by it. And finally, Arabella Abandoned Doll, a 1/3 toy for 2 mana in Boros. Whenever it attacks, deals X damage to each opponent, you gain X life or X the number of creature control power 2 or less. Again, it is an uncommon commander, so it's already underrated from that. It's in Boros. It's underrated from that because it's considered, quote-unquote, the worst color combination, the worst 2-color combination in Commander. It's also a toy, and it's a picture of a doll. So, yeah, it is going to get underrated by your opponents who are like, yeah, I don't know. How good can that really be? Very good. Very, very, very good. It is one that essentially says what we're going to be doing is getting out some aggressive low-the-ground creatures and swinging, going super wide, super quickly, swinging, dishing out X damage to each opponent. Again, not one opponent. Every single opponent gets hit with this. Because of that, well, yeah, we are really speeding things up, and we can be very, very, very aggressive. We also gain a ton of life as well. Oh, by the way, again, if I give this life link, guess what's happening? I'm gaining 4 times the life. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. You can do so many powerful things with this one, and you can absolutely dominate your opponents with this uncommon doll toy commander. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Make sure you comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.